Hello everyone, today we will study the hallucinogens and teratogens. Definitions of hallucinations. Now, what is hallucination? Basically, these are the experience which can feel by the individuals, but in reality, these experience or this type of things in reality not exist. It is only the imagine because of the brain, because of the mind, but it not exist outside the mind. So some you experience sometime some person saying that he is feeling somebody is standing in front of him or her, but actually nobody is there. That is the hallucination. So the definition is, it is the sensory experience of something that does not exist outside the mind, caused by the various physical and mental disorder or by the chemical reactions of certain toxic substances, and usually manifested as visual or auditory image known as the hallucination. Okay, another definition is, hallucinations have been defined as the perception of non-existent object or event and sensory experiences that are not caused by stimulations of relevant sensory organs. Okay, these sensory experience not because of our sense of organs. It is only inside the mind of particular person who is saying that he is feeling some type of extra things, but in reality there is nothing. Now, types of hallucinations. So it may be auditory, when some audio or sound is listening by the patient, we can say patient, or by the individual. Visual means he is imagining that somebody is in front of him. Then tactile means the touching effect. It is like just somebody touched me, this type of feeling will be there. Then olfactory means that person is feeling some fragrances or some smell, but another person is not feeling because he is thinking inside his mind that some smell is there, but another person in front of you not feel like that. So this is the hallucination. Then taste, that person may feel like it is the bitter taste or sweet or sour, anyone is, but actually it is not bitter, it is sweet, but another person is saying that I am eating the bitter. If we talk about the compound which are responsible for the hallucinations, they occur in most of the flowering plants and fungi. That flowering plant is also known as the angiosperms plants, whereas flowerless plant known as the gymnosperm plant. So if we compare between gymnosperms and angiosperm plant, so we can say angiosperm plant consists more plants which have the hallucinogenic effect in compared to gymnosperm plant, whereas some toxic mushrooms are there in this category, in the category of the fungi. Okay, now it is the chemical compositions of the hallucinogens. So most of the hallucinogenic compounds are organic in nature. They may be of two types, either they consist nitrogen or not, but nitrogen containing compounds are more common. The example without nitrogen is marijuana, which consists tetrahydrocannabinols. Okay, marijuana, which consists tetrahydrocannabinols. Chemically, it is dibenzopyrones. It is also known as cannabinols. And most of the hallucinogenic compound which consists the nitrogen atom, they are covered under the category of the alkaloids. Okay, alkaloids, what is alkaloids? Alkaloids are nitrogenous heterogeneous compound containing basic in nature, and they will consist the nitrogen. In alkaloids, indole category we are discussing here, that is consist most of the hallucinogenic plants, and most of them consist the nitrogen, and chemically these indoles are the tryptamine derivative, which is composed of phenyl and pyrrole. These are the heterocyclic ring phenyl and pyrrole segment. So why these indoles consist the hallucinogenic properties? Because they consist structure which is similar to the neurohumoral tryptamine serotonin. We can also say it 5 hydroxy dimethyltryptamine. So because all the indoles consist structure similar to 5 hydroxy methyltryptamine, which is present in the nervous tissues of the warm blood animals. Okay, so because of this similarity, structure similarity with this one, this serotonin, as we know serotonin is the chemical which control our body and which is secreted in the brain, and due to deficiency of this chemical there will be the problem in the neurological problems will be there. So examples are harmaline is there, argine is there, psilocybin is there. Then this table indicating the some plants with their hallucinogenic compounds. First example is the fly agaric mushroom, which is also known as Amanita muscaria, consisting muskimol and muscajone. Then agara is there. The phytoconstituents responsible for the hallucinogenic acid is not known. Then belladonna, that is Atropa belladonna, belonging to family Solanaceae, which consists hyoscyamine and scopolamine. Then morphine, mescaline, cocaine, nicotine is there. All are alkaloids. Morphine obtained from Papaver somniferum, whereas Lopophora williamsi consists mescaline. Erythroxylum coca consists cocaine, and nicotine is present in Nicotiana tobacum. And this one, harmine, harmaline and tetrahydroharmines are present in Banistriopsis capi, belonging to family Malpighiaceae family. So now next is the teratogens. What is teratogens? Basically teratogens are the agent. They cause some defect in the newborn baby, which cause some effect. They affect the fetus, due to which some defect occur in the newborn baby. So we can say it is defined as the infectious agent, physical conditions or deficiency that on fetal exposure can alter fetal morphology or subsequent functions. Okay, so because of these teratogens there may be some physical problems, physical deficiency in the newborn baby, or some functions, that body functions may be defected, this type of defect which occur because of the agents known as the teratogens. Basically the effect of teratogens depends on the ability of the agent that cross the placenta. So any agent which can cross the placenta will cause the teratogenic effect. But there are some medications or some constituents may be there which cannot cross the placenta, so there will be no teratogenic effect. Like for example heparin is there, right? Its molecular weight is very high. Because of this it will not act as the teratogenics. So embryo is now most susceptible to teratogenic agent during periods of rapid differentiations. Now what are the factors which cause the teratogenicity? There may be genetic factors. It will cause the chromosomal abnormalities as well as single gene defects. Then second one is the environmental factors, which includes the drug, toxin, infectious etiologies, mechanical forces. Then multifactorial etiologies are there, which which is the combinations of the environmental and the genetic factor. So these are the examples of teratogens, like medicines may be there, street foods, alcohols, tobacco, some toxic chemicals, some virus and bacteria may be there, certain health conditions such as uncontrolled diabetes. Here is first category, like microbial teratogens. This category includes some bacteria and the virus. So because of these microorganisms, there may be birth growth retardations, neurological abnormalities, damage of eyes, liver, heart, ear and bones. So these are the some example, like syphilis, which will cause the dental and bone abnormalities, herpes simplex, which will cause hydrocephalus, microphthalmia and brain lesion. Now what is this hydrocephalus? Hydrocephalus is the condition in which there will be the cerebrospinal fluid accumulations inside the brain, due to which there will be the high pressure in the skull, and because of this pressure there will be very headaches, and there may be the double visions. Okay, then microphthalmia. Now what is this microphthalmia? Microphthalmia is the abnormalities of the eyes before the birth. Then brain lesion. Brain lesions means there is the defect in the brain, or we can say the damage. Then cytomegalovirus is there, due to which blindness may be there, deafness is there. Cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy means it is the movement and muscle tone or posture because of the immature brain. Because of the immature brain, there may be the problem in the muscle tones and in the movement, and in our sitting postures or whatever the body postures, there may be the problem, that is the cerebral palsy. Then mental retardations, so brain will not be fully developed. Then rubella is there, which is commonly known as the German measles. So it can cause the cataracts, hearing loss, microphthalmia and cardiac malformations. Now second category is the phytopharmaceutical drugs. So now first drug is the nicotine. It causes the decreasing the supply of the oxygen and nutrients available to the embryo. Because of the it constrict the uterine blood vessels, due to which decrease uterine flow, thereby it decrease the supply of oxygen and nutrient available to the embryo, and it will also affect the mental development of the fetus and cell growths. There may be the compromises in the cell growth and also mental development. There will be the decrease in the mental development, or we can say that brain will not be developed properly. Then their second chemical constituent is the alcohol. So ladies which take much more liquor, then in that case there may be prenatal and postnatal growth deficiency. Prenatal and postnatal means either before time, more early, or after long time. So there may be the in delivery there may be the chances of the either so early or so long. This type of problems may be there. Then second one is the mental retardations and other malformations may be there. Then some antibiotics like tetracyclines, which cause the discoloration of the teeth and bone defect. Then phenytoin, it is the anticonvulsant agent which causes the fatal Hydantoin syndrome. Now what is this? It is the fatal Hayden-Toyne syndrome causes the mental and physical defect, which consists the intrauterine growth retardations, microcephaly, and mental retardations. Microcephaly means when the brain is very small in compared to the body. Then next is the retinoic acid, which is commonly known as the vitamin A. It commonly causes craniofacial dysmorphism. Now this, what is this craniofacial dysmorphism? It is the problem in the skeletal and mental problem. It will cause the mental and physical problems. Cleft palate, it is an opening or split. Cleft palate means it is opening or split in the roof of the mouth due to improper fusing of the tissues. कि आपने कई बार देखा होगा कि बच्चों के होंठ ऊपर उठे हुए रहते हैं, तो दैट इज बिकॉज दैट इज द कंडीशंस ऑफ द क्लेफ्ट पाल्टेट. सो इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द ड्यूरिंग द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ fetus there will be the joining of tissues not properly take place. That is the reason there will be the cleft. Then neural tube defects may be there. It is related to the CNS, central nervous system problems. Then another drug is the thalidomide, which causes the phocomela. Phocomela means when the legs and hand are joined together, that condition known as the phocomela, or we can say there will be the very small legs or hand. We can say that there is the defect in the head and hand and legs, and multiple defects may also be there. Then ionizing radiations, so it is the electromagnetic radiations. For example, X-ray machines are there, radioisotopes, radiotherapy is there. It can cause the injury to the developing embryo because of the cell death or the chromosomal injury. So exposure less than the 50 millisievert not affect, but more than 200 millisievert can cause the miscarriage and the birth defect. After that, some metabolic disorders are also there, like diabetes. If diabetes is not controlled properly, so it can cause heart disease, renal, GI problem, CNS related problems, CNS related problems in the newborn babies because of the, if mother have the diabetes. Then these are the some teratogenic plants. So these plants can be divided into three categories. First one is teratogenic plants with known teratogens. Second one is without known teratogens, and third one is the suspected teratogenic plants. So in first category, in which the phytoconstituents are well known. For example, lupinus. Lupinus consists alkaloids anagirine. Then veratrum, it consists the arvine, cyclopamine and cyclopocene alkaloid. Then conium, which consists piperidine alkaloid, conine. Then leucina, which consists the myrcene, which is amino acid. After that, teratogenic plants with unknown teratogens like genus of Astragalus and Nicotiana. Then suspected teratogenic plant, for example, Dhatura genus, Prunus, Sorghum and Scenario. Okay, so many species of this one. These are the genera, and various species may be there. So these teratogenic plants not only cause the bad effect, but they also have the medicinal values, like Dhatura stramonium, which is commonly used in the asthma. Then Colchicum autumnale, it is used in cancer treatment and as a medicines. Then Catharanthus roseus, It consists vincristine, vinblastine as a major active constituent and highly useful in the treatment of the cancer. Then cannabis sativa is there, antibacterial activity has been reported. Then sorghum, which is used as the biofuel, fodder and as a food. Then lipinus, food and health related uses are there. Then papaver somniferum, which consists morphine, is used as an analgesic. Then trigonella foenum, which is used as a medicine. Then there are some industrial teratogens also there, like lead, mercury, cadmium, arsenic, which can cause the teratogenic effect in the embryo. So this is all about the hallucinogens and the teratogens. Thank you.